Thank you for tuning in to another great episode of Robert's Kitchen Oven. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to make a Mexican casserole, which is basically a casserole that's base is cornbread with ground beef with lots of Mexican flavors and Texas traditional styles. And for those of you who are just tuning in and don't know me, well, I'm just an ordinary guy who likes to cook. Alright, to kick this recipe off, we're going to start by making a basic cornbread mixture from scratch, which is going to consist of 1 cup of all-purpose white flour, 1 cup of yellow cornmeal, 2/3 cups of all-white sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of honey, 3.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, 1 cup of milk, and 1 egg. Now that we have all those ingredients in one big mixing bowl, it's time to start mixing. Now that you've got the cornbread mixed together and it's a nice smooth blend, just go ahead and push it off to the side, let it sit there while we start the next process of the recipe. Now that we've got our cornbread mixture done and it's off on the side, we're going to start browning our ground beef. Alright, now that I've almost got my ground beef nice and browned, I'm going to go ahead and season it with 2 teaspoons of ground comino and 2 teaspoons of garlic salt. Alright, now that I've got my ground beef pretty much done and browned, I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle some black pepper. And just kind of put, just kind of be your own judge and decide how much black pepper you like. Alright guys, now that we got the ground beef browned, we're ready to start slicing and dicing our vegetables, which I'm going to cut up an entire bell pepper and a whole onion. Now that we have everything prepared, it's time to start placing everything together. So get your favorite casserole pan out or baking pan, and we're going to get started. So here we go. First, lightly grease the bottom of your pan. I like to use coconut oil. It's easy, it's convenient. I just spray it all around. Doing the first step, which is lightly pour just a tad bit of this cornbread batter into the pan. Just enough to coat the bottom of the pan. So we're going to start off very small like that. And you're just going to move it around until it slowly covers the entire pan. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just want to make that thin layer at the bottom of the pan. Now you're going to start adding your beef. On top of that, we're going to start adding everything else. Next, after we've got the ground beef in there, we've got that lightly bottom layer of cornbread mixture on the bottom. We've got the onions, the bell peppers. Now we're going to add about half a can of cream style sweet corn, and we're just going to kind of dab it all over the place. Remember, just about half a can, because you're going to mix the other half in with the rest of the cornbread mixture. So it doesn't have to be a lot. You just kind of want to go over the entire casserole and just kind of dab it around everywhere. As it's cooking, it will start to spread. And now that you've got about half the can in the pan, now we're going to pour the rest of the can into the cornbread mixture. Alright, then you're just going to mix that up into the cornbread mixture until it's good and blended. So it's everybody's favorite part, which is cheese. And you're just going to go crazy with it and put as much cheese as you'd like. And for the final step, we're just going to pour this cornbread all over the entire thing until the whole thing is covered with cornbread mixture. Alright, so now that I've got the casserole ready, I went ahead and topped it off with some dill jalapenos, sprinkled a little bit more cheese on top of it, Now it's time to put in the oven and bake it for 45 minutes at 400 degrees. It's been 45 minutes. The casserole is done. It turned out perfect. It's the perfect color, the perfect texture. This is an amazing casserole recipe. The kitchen smells absolutely amazing in here. I wish you could be here yourself to smell it. Try this recipe. You're gonna love it. This is absolutely straight gooiness awesomeness. You guys are gonna absolutely love this casserole. If you'd like to change it up and make some additions to it, go for it. Sometimes I like to add some sour cream, some picante sauce. You can top it off with lettuce and tomatoes, cilantro. Be dangerous, be wild, be creative, do your own thing with it, and let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel, Robert's Kitchen Oven. If you like the recipe, if you enjoy watching my channel, please like the link below and share it. It does mean a whole lot. Thank you so much, and have a blessed day.